All content and material used in this video are for purposes of review and commentary under terms of fair use. Also, the following views expressed in this video are of personal opinion. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, and also spoilers. Well, that doesn't really matter. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to StormKing Final Impressions of Fall 2012 Animes. Now without further delay, let's check out the Fall 2012 animes and my opinions of them that have come to pass. First up on my list is Batum, and in my opinion, Batum was really well done. Its anime adaptation of the manga was really well done. I loved how well they, did the flashback scenes of, oh, why am I here, or why I did wrong for insert character, and the voice acting was really well done, the action and the gore and whatnot, and the seriousness was really good. I found that, because I read the manga, I felt just as much of the intensity from the manga inside of the anime, and I gotta say that Batum, the anime is really well done. It also ended in such a way in that it's just like, if we don't get a second season, that's fine. But at the same time, they left it open in a way it's just like, we might be getting a second season. And Batum did do a really bold thing by stating that they are getting a second season, or that there is a second season, in a way that was just saying, a continue screen. I'm like, that's pretty bold. I like it. But all in all, I really liked Batum. It ended at, if I can recall correctly, volume 9, and they left on a good note, but it's just like, oh, we still have more to go, or more to do if we do get a second season. So all in all, I do recommend checking out Batum, this battle royale survival game kind of anime. Next up on my list is Chunibyo demo koi ga shitai, or Chu-to-byo, anyways, Chunibyo. Now, overall, I really enjoyed Chunibyo. I loved how the anime, based off of a light novel, just fully brought out the idea of what is wrong with being a Chunibyo. Like, what is wrong with imagining yourself as, some kind of over-the-top action, epic hero or, character, that kind of idea of what is wrong with just, being not ordinary and not being boring or normal per se. And all in all, I love the concepts and the ideas and the overall fun that Chunibyo demo koi ga shitai presented. The voice actors were awesome. Fukuyama Jun as the main character. How can you go wrong with that, especially with his over-the-top, excited, hype voice? The animation was really, really well done. Of course, it's Kyoheri. The animation has got to be, really astounding and beautiful. The soundtrack, really... What can I say about the soundtrack that is, I love the opening. It was very happy, go lucky kind of song, and I loved it. The ending is very Chunibyo. So all in all, I do recommend checking out Chunibyo demo koi ga shitai, because it's comedy, there's drama, there's romance, there's a bit of everything. So yeah, check out Chunibyo demo koi ga shitai. Next up on my list, Haite no Gotoku, Can't Take My Eyes Off You. Now overall, I guess I both enjoyed, but felt that something was lacking in Can't Take My Eyes Off You. I mean, it was awesome that, Hata Kenjiro, the mangaka, or the manga author for Haite no Gotoku, was just like, okay, we'll do something based off, we'll do an anime based off my idea, and we'll just take it based off of what I'm gonna do, or what I want to do, and whatnot. And they totally showed other characters I wanted to see, like Luca, and, well, that was the only character that I really wanted to see was Luca. And all in all, it was enjoyable. What was really surprising was that they didn't have the narrator, or God's voice per se, in the anime. I was like, this is strange, but all in all, it was pretty cool. It was very more serious tone. It was more serious tone while still, keeping up with its comedy elements, but it was a lot more serious tone. What really drew me back a little bit was that, well, it was Haite no Gotoku without as much of the charm and, over the top comedy and craziness that would make Hayate no Gotoku. Like I said, it's Hayate no Gotoku at the same time not Hayate no Gotoku. Do I recommend checking it out? Yes, if you're into Hayate no Gotoku, do check it out. If you're new to Hayate no Gotoku, I do suggest, putting this on the side and check out, seasons 1, 2, the movie, and then checking out Can't Take My Eyes Off You. So all in all, it's a but still I enjoyed it. Hayate no Gotoku, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, or Can't Take My Eyes Off You. Not of you, Can't Take My Eyes Off You. But yeah, my opinion, I do recommend it if you are into Hayate no Gotoku and if you're interested or curious. Next up on my list, Jormungand 2. Now, when it comes to Jormungand 2, Perfect Order, it does just as, if not a little bit more better job and just overall execution than Jormungand 1. It's just the whole formula of, here's season 1, let people watch it, review their opinions, and then make season 2 better. And Jormungand 2 season 2 was, or actually Jormungand 2, it's like Jormungand season 2, that doesn't make sense, was a little bit better. It wasn't a whole, step ahead, but it was definitely a little bit better. It kept up with its, high energy opening, its melancholic ending, and it definitely kept up that serious, dark nature setting and environment, dark black comedy kind of styling that I really like, and which is basically Black Lagoon, like I said, for Jormungand. And overall, would I recommend checking out Jormungand? Yes. Would I recommend checking out Jormungand 2? Yes, if you checked out Jormungand 1. Overall, in the end, I felt it's just like, we got a conclusion, but at the same time, it's very open, up in the air conclusion. It's like, it didn't leave it, it wasn't open-ended in a way that I would leave a sour note, but it's very open-ended. It's just like, I'm interested, but I'm fine with this ending and I'm content with it. So, I do recommend checking out Jormungand 1, so you can check out Jormungand 2, Perfect Order. Next up on my list, K. Now, when it comes to K, the best thing, or the best way I can summarize this anime is that it was confusing in that I didn't know what it was trying to do. What message it was trying to broadcast or show to the audience. It wasn't until the last couple of episodes just like, oh, this is a conflict between, kings or some kind of random outsider king, and then this one king does this to martyr himself, and then there's another martyr king, and there's only one last king in the outcome, what? So, the problems with K is that there wasn't really any explanation as to what it was trying to do or what it was until, like, oh, here's blah, 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 here for you. But that still doesn't make sense. The good points to K is that it was really beautiful. It was really good looking anime. I mean, it was really beautiful. And the music, I love this whole metro R&B kind of music setting to it. It was really awesome. The opening and endings weren't exactly my thing, but it definitely did have a good, nice melody and groove to it. But overall, do I recommend K? Yes, if you want to see what I'm talking about. If you don't check it out, you're not really missing anything. Next up on my list is Muv-Luv Alternative Total Eclipse. Now, when it comes to Total Eclipse, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I, thought I would be, coming into it. It's like, Muv-Luv, I sort of know it. It's full of, like, gore and whatnot, and it's, like, military themed and blah, 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 blah. I don't think it's going to be that good, but I'll check it out. And lo and behold, I found myself really enjoying Total Eclipse, and because, it was a light novel-based anime, which was cool. And what I liked about Total Eclipse was, like, it was a pure military-themed anime. It was very militaristic. And the romance was not underlying, it was very blatant, but I didn't really care, because it's like, oh, you have main character and he has 3 girls going after him. Well, you can tell this is a light novel anime, or this is anime, if you don't have, like, 3+ girls going after one guy anyways. And I totally enjoyed the action and the aliens, which are the beta, where it's like, man, these things are unstoppable. Oh my god! And, gore and whatnot happening. And the TSFs, the robots, the mechas, looked really, really cool. So would I recommend checking out Muv-Luv Alternative Total Eclipse? I do suggest checking it out. You know, maybe it's just me just overhyping it, but I do suggest, you know, trying out and just checking, oh yeah, this is a military-themed, you know, anime with some romance later on. But, yeah, characters will grow on you. So, I do recommend checking out Love Alternative Total Eclipse. Next up on my list is Oni-chan da kedo ai sae areba kankei nai yo ne. And there's not much I can say about this anime. It's very, very generic, you know, not really Frankenstein, just, you know, bread and butter, you know, out of a blueprint anime. You know, it is a harem romance, comedy, light novel based anime, and there's not much for it. For me, the comedy was not bad. It was very slapstick in your face. It was not that subtle. And the voices for the characters were really, really well done. The animation was not bad overall. It was very decent. It was just your standard, it is this level good animation. But all in all, if you were to miss Oni-chan da kedo ai sae areba kankei nai yo ne, you're not really missing out. You know, you're not really missing anything. It's just, it's a generic harem romance, not really drama. Whatever remainder that I said, I can't remember right now, themed anime that begun on a generic note, well, begun on a good note, because it's like, man, you know, incestuous theme, and then ended on a very generic note, which is like, well, it's not like I didn't see this coming. So, all in all, I do recommend checking this anime out if you're interested in this whole, you know, wow, brother loves sister kind of thing. Sorry, sister loves brother kind of thing. It's just like, what? But all in all, you know, Oni-chan da kedo ai sae areba ne kankei nai yo ne. Overall. Next up on my list, Sukitte inayo. Now, overall and all in all, Sukitte inayo is ranging from good to not bad. You know, not mediocre, but not bad. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, for those of you who remember, I said that Sukitte inayo is Kimi ni Todoke, except more in a drama way, more in a serious real-life way. And it was exactly like that. And like with real life, or more, you know, dramatic, more serious kind of way, it was a lot more slower. Sukitte inayo is a lot more slower than, well, not more slower, it is a slow romance that builds up, you know, not a lot, you know, not all romances explode into, oh yeah, let's immediately fall in love and do lots of lovey-dovey things. It takes some time, and I love that about it. And it was very, that kind of, you know, patient kind of setting, or motion, or progression. And, you know, Yamato was voiced by Sakurai Takahiro. I was like, oh my god, you have such a dreamy voice. Hold me! And then, of course, Mei was voiced by Kayano Ai. I was like, I want to hold her! And all in all, would I recommend Sukitte inayo? Yes, if you liked Kimi ni Todoke and want a more real and serious kind of romance way, I do recommend checking out Sukitte inayo. It's not bad, like I said. It's good overall. I do recommend checking it out. Next up on my list, Sword Art Online. What? You're gonna get a final impressions video! Just be patient and give me some time. Just bear with me. What can I say about Sword Art Online? Good. Or overall good. Go watch it. Wait for the video of the final impressions. Next up on my list, Torabu Darkness! Now what can I say about Torabu Darkness? Overall, it's actually pretty good. Very, very good. Better than I thought it was going to be, you know. Originally, I came into the anime just thinking, it's just going to be a fan service anime. And it did. But it did a little bit more in that it was a lot more manga accurate to Torabu Darkness, the manga. Now, Torabu Darkness is the third season, if I can recall correctly, in which it is Torabu, Motto Torabu, but those were OVAs, but they still count, and then Torabu Darkness. Yes, it is the third season, and it's pretty good. The animation is definitely improved, or I forget which studio is doing this, but anyways, the animation is very good. The characterization, drawings, voices, still just as awesome. The music was pretty good. I liked both the opening and ending, and it's just like, wow, that's really surprising. And, you know, I saw the characters I want to see, like Kotegawa Yui! Because all I care about is Kotegawa Yui. Anyways. And then you have Maya, and then Momo! I love Momo! God, I love Momo since the beginning. Anyways. Overall, do I recommend checking out Torabu Darkness? If you know Torabu, do check out Torabu Darkness. Otherwise, this is just gonna be a in-your-face, nonchalant, just very in-your-face fan service anime. Next up on my list is Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun. Now, if Sukitte Inayo was Kimi ni Todoke except more serious and more dramatic kind of romance, Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun is more over the top, hilarious comedy, extreme kind of comedy romance. And I really like Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun. If I was to choose between Sukitte Inayo and Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, I'd probably say Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun because there's a lot more higher energy in this anime, but I still like Sukitte Inayo because it was a lot more down-to-earth, realistic romance. Now, when it comes to Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, it was just awesome. The characters were just full of energy. They're always exaggerating their emotions. And then you have the one character that doesn't have any emotions, whatnot, and then when she does show it, it's just like, holy crap! I'm sorry! So, yeah, she's good. She's really awesome. And I want there to be a second season for Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun. The manga is definitely a lot more, it goes on a lot more further, and there's a lot more excitement in a way, but the anime did a good job in showing what Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun is. So all in all, I do recommend checking out Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun. It's so high energy, comedy, and just like, what is going on with these people? So that's it for my final impressions of the Fall 2012 animes. And like I said, Fall season is like the best season to watch anime. The best conclusions, sometimes, there are exceptions. The best animes. The best starters. All in all, Fall is a awesome season. Fall 2012 was just as awesome as Fall 2011, Fall 2010, so on and so on. So, this is StormKing with my final impressions of Fall 2012, telling you to watch some anime, read some manga. You'll like it, and I'll see you in the next video.